Welcome to a quick video update. I come bearing news of, tidings of great joy. And I wanted to share a quick update that we're starting the conversation about reopening our church again. And so that's the good news. But before I get into the good news, I wanted to share a quick story. So I have a friend who several years ago now was diagnosed with prostate cancer. And as all of us would do if we were in that similar situation, he started looking around, where's the best places to get treatment? And he actually had an associate, a friend, that was out at Loma Linda. And so he contacted his friend at Loma Linda and just said, look, this is my situation. What do you recommend? Well, his friend was a surgeon. And after talking, the surgeon said, what I think you should do is I think you should have surgery. My friend decided to do a little bit of more exploration and found that actually Loma Linda at the time was becoming well known for proton therapy, which seemed to be a really good solution to his problem because it came with no side effects. So ultimately, he decided to go out there and have proton therapy treatment. After his stay, he was cured, everything went well, and he was just amazed because it was without a single side effect. It was one of the most pleasant experiences you could have, and he was just amazed. And so he reached out to his friend and said, look, why didn't you tell me about proton therapy? The takeaway was his friend was a surgeon, and so surgeons tend to think like surgeons, and what they do is surgery. And so what he said is, that's the perspective I had as a surgeon, is that was the best mode of treatment. And the takeaway was that we all have perspectives. Even your close friends have perspectives, different perspectives. And so as we're kind of going through this coronavirus, we all have differing perspectives. We have differing perspectives on social distancing, on face masks, on how to when to do things and when not to do things when it comes to reopening the economy. We're all going to have perspectives, and I wanted to share that story because the conference has given us a green light to go ahead and open up church. In fact, they actually said we could go ahead and consider reopening church on the 9th, which is this Sabbath. The board is leaning towards, instead of a reopening event, kind of treating it as a more of a process, a journey of reopening. And so actually the current thinking is that we're going to reopen for some type of live event at church on Sabbath, May 16th. So let me give you a little bit of backstory because it'll tie into the story on perspectives. So figuring out how to have church in the age of coronavirus is going to be challenging. Learning how to do it in a way that honors a number of perspectives that we all will have, it's going to be challenging. Meeting together with maybe some of us wearing face masks, needing to have social distance, it's going to be clumsy, it's going to be awkward, but we want to have church. We want to be together again. We want to start the process of figuring out, what does church look like going forward? And so I share the story of perspectives because each one of us is going to have a perspective on this, and probably we won't always see eye to eye when it comes to the decisions, the many decisions that we're going to make as we go forward. And so we won't get everything right, but I want to at least let you know that we'll do our best as church leadership to honor as many perspectives as we can. And should you choose that for a while, your perspective might be to stay home a little while longer, we're going to do our best to try and find online options for those that might not want to come back as quickly. And so this will be a journey. This will be something that we'll be figuring out together. But we want to start the journey, and we want to begin figuring this kind of new reality out. And so starting the 16th, we're going to take our first steps. I can't tell you exactly how it's going to look. You'll be getting more information as we move up closer to the date. But I wanted just to give an announcement that we have started the process of reopening church, and we'll look forward to seeing you soon. And it'll be good to be together again. So I just wanted to give shoot a quick video to let you know what was going on, what the tentative plan is, knowing that it'll probably change, and just give you some context that to honor each other's perspectives, extend grace to one another. And I think if we can do that, we'll be able to look back on this with maybe even a little bit of fondness, even though it will be a kind of a unique time. So it'll be good be together again. Look forward to seeing you on the 16th, if not before.